everyone and welcome to the MathLags, Mathematics Made Simpler. And in this video, we'll be looking at coordinate geometry, specifically straight lines. Now this lesson will focus on the distance between 2 points, the midpoint between 2 points, internal and external division, and the gradient of a straight line. So let's begin. The distance between 2 points. If the points A and B have coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 respectively, then the distance between A and B is given by, that is this, the distance between A and B is denoted as such, and is equal to the root of bracket of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Let's apply this. Now we have to find the distance between the points P 25 and Q 59. We denote the P values as x1, y1 and the Q values as x2, y2, and we substitute them into the equation, and we get that the distance between P and Q is 5 units. Now let's look at the midpoints between 2 points. Now in general, when we are given A x1, y1 and B x2, y2, then the midpoint M is given by, that is for the x component, half multiplying the bracket of x1 plus x2, and for the y component, half multiplying a bracket of y1 plus y2. Let's apply this. Now we have to find the midpoint M between the points A minus 2, 2 and B 8, 4. So we then substitute values into the equation given here, then we get that the midpoint M is 3, 3. Let's look at internal division. Now let's consider the diagram here. Now if the point P xy divides internally the line joining the points A x1, y1 and B x2, y2 in the ratio lambda is to mu, then the coordinates of P are given by, that's the x coordinate of P is equal to lambda x2 plus mu x1 all on lambda plus mu, and the y coordinate will be lambda y2 plus mu y1 all on lambda plus mu. Now let's apply this. A and B have coordinates 11, 1 and 2, 7 respectively. We have to find the coordinates of the points. We divide A, B internally in the ratio 2:1. So our lambda is 2 and our mu is 1. So we substitute it into the equation. Then we get that our point is 5, 5. Let's look at external division. Let's also consider the diagram here with A, B and P, where now if P divides P xy divides the externally the line joining the points A and B in the ratio lambda is to mu, then the coordinates of P, its x component will be lambda multiplying x2 minus mu multiplying x1 all on lambda minus mu, and the y component will be lambda multiplying y2 minus mu multiplying y1 all on lambda minus mu. Now from the formula for both external and internal division, they are very similar, and the only difference is the operator separating the numerator. The terms are the numerator and the terms are the denominator. And for internal division, the operator is addition, and for external division, the operator is subtraction. So let's see. P and Q have coordinates 7, 9 and minus 1, 3 respectively. We have to find the coordinates of the points. We divide AB externally in the ratio 4:1. So lambda is 4, mu is 1. So we substitute values into the formula. Then we get that the x component will be minus 11 on 3 and the y component will be 1. Hence the point is minus 11 on 3, 1. Let's look at the gradients of a line. Let's consider this small diagram here, and this is the line AB, and let's see. Now the gradient of the line joining the points A x1, y1 and B x2, y2 is given by the difference in y values divided by the difference in x values, when M is the letter assigned to gradients. So whenever it sees this small m, it means gradients. So then in simple terms, we get it as y2 minus y1 all on x2 minus x1. You can also rewrite the formula as y1 minus y2 all on x1 minus x2. Anything goes. Now Now the gradient measures the steepness of the line. Now let's see something here. Now if you have a graph and the line is as such, then it has a positive gradient. If the line is like this, it has a negative gradient. And if the line is this one as well, as you can see, it has 0 gradient. So let's look at angle of slope. Let's consider the diagram here where this line makes an angle theta with a positive x direction. Now finding the gradient will be equal to RQ on PQ, where RQ is the change in y and PQ is the change in x. Now looking at the trigonometric ratio, tan is equal to opposite over adjacent, and the opposite here is RQ while the adjacent is PQ. So then we can see that tan theta and the gradient of a line making an angle theta with a positive x is the same. Hence, when a line makes an angle with a positive x axis, then the gradient is the same as the tan of that angle. Let's see, we haven't tried a question on gradient here, so let's see. We have to find the gradient of the line joining the points 2, 4 and 5, 6. So we just substitute, quote our formula, then we substitute values into our formula, then we get that the gradient is 2 on 3. So these are more questions for you to try, and that's all for this video. Thank you, and don't forget that this is the Math Lax. Leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Bye.